Oh, Kevin
Oh,
is
here we
coming.
go. Nice.
Hi,
Kevin,
what are
you
you
made it. How
doing?
you doing, sir?
Tickety boo, how
Nice.
are you?
Good, good. So good to see you.
Well, it's good. Actually, it's good to see you, but better to see your lovely young wife.
Yeah, she's incredible. Yeah.
Well,
Where are you at, Kevin?
I am in Jamestown, Rhode Island today with a barking dog. Hang on one second.
Nice.
So, is nobody else joining us? Am I it?
Well, Kevin, we got a couple other who's have accepted. We've got Harold from your table and Alessandra. But I
Okay.
propose I asked Sam to record because there was two or three others that said, "Oh, I just can't make it." And I told him we'll record it. So,
So, well, the
so
other option is let's just reschedule it for a time when you're doing a bigger group or another group.
we can, but I would say I've offered to do it for them anyway. I'm only here
Okay.
for 2 more days. So
Okay.
let's go. This gives me a test run. I'll try it and you tell me how it works, okay?
All right.
All right. Hey, Kevin, anyway, first off, thank you for your table winning. You guys are the rock stars. I wish I could have you guys here in person, but this is the next best thing. So I am just let you know this is our big baby here. So it is, of course, as we mentioned, the world's largest non-governmental hospital ship, and we're dockside. So I'm going to keep this to 30 minutes. So what I'm
All
going to
right.
do is I'm going to try to walk through. We're going to visit basically 3 areas. We're going to visit the bridge, the maritime, the community area, and then the hospital in the end. So
Perfect.
this is basically the waiting area. People come in by Land Rovers from our outpatient clinic where they stay until they get their surgeries, and they show up here. And because we're a hospital ship, we have to actually, every time you come on board, you got to sanitize yourself and wash your hands. Um, so this is our washing station. And hey man, how are you? Good, good. Yeah, here, you hold this. I got to wash my hands. Yes. And we do have on board, which is interesting. We have security. Actually, since 9/11, we've hired Gurkhas. And so we've got a full security force where they actually control everybody that comes on and off the ship. These are our rockers. They keep us safe and they make sure I sign in with my badge every time, right?
I want to start waiting.
We all good? All right. All right, Kevin, while I'm going through, please feel free to just jump in if you have any questions. Um, while we're going along, we have 2 gangways. Let me see if I can turn this around. There's 2 different gangways going up. This bottom one is where the patients go up, and the top one is where all the crew go up. So we will go up the crew one to begin with.
Hi.
And then we have a secondary area. Once they get through there, we've got a second waiting area. Today's Sunday, so we don't run surgeries on Sunday. Hey guys. But they will come and wait here until they are coming up and called. We do have, once they do have surgeries, many of them have to stay on board. Some of them, it's only a day or 2. Some are much longer if they're having pretty intrusive or big surgeries, just to make sure until they've got to a point where there's no risk of infection. Sorry, I got to remember to hold my mic closer. So this is our entrance. And once you get in, we also have a reception area where everybody checks in. And we have right now on our reception area, I believe we've got Samuel working today. Let's go check it out. So this is where everybody comes. Did you get your computer working?
In
In time. All right. So anyway, Samuel's on the phone. This is Samuel. Samuel is one of what we call day workers. So on board the ship, we can have up to 600 people, but we also hire about 250 locals, and the locals are actually paid. So we're going to go up to the 10th floor, and I'm going to jump in the elevator. and hopefully I won't lose the signal. We'll see. We're on the 5th floor and we're going to 10. So tell me, Kevin, what would be most interesting for you to know? What would be most interesting for you to know about Mercy ships and the ship itself?
So I think, like I think I told you, my friend Elliot Siegel is a doctor on board that he and his sister Roberta Levin regularly visit you guys. So he's given me a fairly good storyline of the boat. I think how many surgeries do you do a year would be interesting. I think to see a surgical theater and the recovery rooms would be interesting. I think to
This
see a typical
depends on what
hospital,
types of surgery we do.
just any of them.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
we
think
have 20 minutes to just I mean, what is it? What is a typical experience for a patient? I guess would be it.
Yeah, I mean, we're doing a couple thousand surgeries on top of all the other training and things we do. A typical experience for a patient, for many of the patients here, it can be very scary and shocking because they're for one, many of them are not used to going to hospital, and some of the others are not used to coming on a ship, and then all together they've got to go to this experience. And sometimes we put them through this big CAT scan, this big donut, and they're kind of going, "What are they doing to me?" So the other thing we found is that they are very gracious and patient because they know that this is a chance at their life, and so they'll basically say yes to anything, even though they're terrified. So anyway, okay, I've just come up. I'm going to see if let me go see if the captain's on the bridge or in his cabin. Richard?
Okay.
Okay, hang on. He's here. He's so on this is we're on the 10th floor. There's one more floor, and I've come. This is the cabin of the captain, and so he's been on multiple times. He's quite extraordinary, and he's going to give us a real quick rundown and look at the bridge.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh, it's open. Okay. All right, we're going to walk up there. I think he'll probably meet us there. Oh,
God,
look,
that's
he
my
is here.
bad.
All right. So I found him. He wasn't in his cabin. So, Captain, this is Kevin. Kevin
Hey,
is
Kevin.
Kevin
Hey, Cap.
is Northrop Johnson, MarineMax. They were the winners. They sponsored the most surgeries at the gala this
Excellent.
last year. So
Yeah.
I told him he gets a personalized walkthrough tour of the
He
ship.
sure does. If he sponsored that many surgeries, I'm at his beck and call anytime.
All right.
Yeah.
You're both
So if
very
you had,
calm.
you had 5 minutes.
Okay.
Let's take 4 minutes to tell me what's the main thing that happens here. Like, tell them about how you can steer the ship over there. It's pretty cool.
Okay, well, let's start in the middle first.
Okay.
All the buttons are, and
Captain, where are you from?
I'm from Ireland, from Dublin
What?
in Ireland.
No.
I think
All
I'm
right.
the only Irish captain ever in Mercy ships.
Yeah.
So if you look at, this is the office on the ship with the best view, right? So maybe you like to pan around and show them the view there. Yeah. And we have lots of bits of machinery here. Main thing about this ship is the azipods. Which are, I don't know if you could see this in the phone. That's what it's like, a giant electric fan we've got there that powers. We've got two of those, one on either side. I got a propeller in the middle here, a bow thruster. So between those main azipods and the propeller in the middle, I can move when we come into the berth, we can come in parallel to the berth, and then I can move the ship sideways in onto the berth. Okay? And
Yep.
we've got right behind here, while we're here, Google Maps for ships. So quickly, I got to tell you, the yellow bit here is the land. Where this black dot here in the middle, this is more land here. The blue is the depth of water that's under 10 meters, and the white is when it's deeper than 10 meters. And Freetown is one of the best natural harbors in Africa. No breakwaters, no nothing like that. You can just come in, come alongside, and relatively calm water here all the time.
But we're pretty close to the open ocean here, right?
We are, yeah, 5 miles that way. You're right out in the mid-Atlantic.
Do we get any swell?
No, because this is such a good natural harbor.
Okay.
The sandbank there, that blue area, protects us from any of the ocean swell coming in.
Nice,
So we've really got a very narrow pinch point entrance here.
nice. Super.
So anyway, let's move on over here to the side. See all the bits and pieces. Nice wide ship. We're 25 meters, 26 meters wide. And then when we come over here, so this is a replica of the center console. We use the center console when we're at sea. And then when we're coming in out of port, we transfer all the controls over here. And I would normally stand here so that I can look back along the whole length of the ship. Get this, Bryce?
Yep, gotten it.
Okay. So if you could see the black fenders there that's sticking out. So the idea is that you land flat on those fenders. So if this is the berth here, I'm going to come in and I need to land the ship as gently as possible, nice and flat. Because if you go this way or this way, you don't last long as a captain because you do a lot of damage to the ship and to the key.
So right now we're hanging out over the dock.
We are.
You've got these wings so you can see what you're doing.
I can got the bridge wing so I can see what the back end of the ship is doing, and then we can look down here through our glass panels, which you just cut there a minute ago, so we can see what the front end of the ship is doing.
Nice, nice. Wonderful.
Has he got any questions?
How long have you been on board?
How long? I do a 3-month rotation with the other captain, so I've been doing this for 4 years now. So we come here for 3 months and then I go home for 3 months and then come back for 3 months. So the idea is that we bring stability to the ship because we try and mirror each other as much as possible. So not to change things up too much for the crew.
And then what's your cruising speed typically?
Oh, we're very slow. We're never going very far. Never in a hurry to get anywhere very quickly, mainly from a fuel conservation point of view. So our max speed is only about 12 knots. This is a sister ship of a ferry, and they would these ferries run. They're Stena E-class ferries. They run in the Irish Sea from Dublin to Wales and various places like that in Europe. And the exact same size of type of ship as this, only 50 meters longer, and they do 20 plus knots and have 3 bow thrusters. We have 1 bow thruster. And we can only do about 12 knots because our engines are derated. We only have 4 generators on board here to power those giant fans. So when we're in port, we power the hospital with those generators. And when we go to sea, then we don't need power for the hospital. So we power the main engines. So it's quite economic on fuel. It still costs us about $3 million a year to fuel this ship.
Shit.
Yeah. Don't tell them. We're not supposed to tell them that. But you know what? The good thing is I've got the cargo guys, the tanker community that's raising money for that. They raise us about 2.5 million a year because they understand. You know, the people that are giving money for operations have a difficult time understanding what it costs to run a ship, a big one like this. Yeah. It was interesting what you said the other day. You told me that our other ship is more traditional with 2 engines on traditional shaft, big motors inside. You were telling me it needs the same amount of generators, but it takes a whole lot more space.
Yeah.
And so now by designing the ship without those big motors and just the Ozypods, we save a whole lot more room on the ship for hospitals and other things.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yeah. So those main engines on the old style, which is 50 years ago before these Ozypods were invented, it's traditional 4 engines, more main engines that got linked in with a gearbox into 2 propellers. And those main engines take up an awful lot of space. But for a ship like us, they're sitting stopped for 10 months of the year. So they take up a lot of maintenance and even to buy them in the first place, if you're building a new ship, you'd be buying 4 engines that you're only going to use for 2 weeks in the year, basically.
Yeah.
Right.
So having just generators on here, it's much more efficient.
Was this boat purpose built as a
Yes.
hospital ship?
Yes, it's the first time anybody has. All the other hospital ships out there are conversions. This is the first time we've had a new one built from scratch as a hospital ship. But it is essentially a ferry that we've just, instead of putting in car decks, we put in the hospital instead of the car decks.
So we designed it. We didn't have to adapt it.
No, we didn't have to adapt. It was built from new.
Yeah.
How many beds do you have on board?
200.
And how many hospital rooms? How many rooms for the patients?
6 wards. There's 6 wards.
Yeah. So 200 hospital beds. How many crew can we have on board?
About 600.
So, and how many crew are you responsible for running the
Oh.
boat?
Well,
Sure.
we feed, not only do we have permanent ship's crew, but we also have what we call day crew come on board.
Right.
So they're the locals and like they're mainly interpreters and stuff, but we teach them everything. We have some of them as deckhands. We have some of them working in the galley. Some of them are working as cleaners on board. Some of them working in the engine room, electricians, plumbers, you name it. We're teaching them not only hospital skills, but every other type of skill that he needs to run the ship as well. So we reckon we feed about 900 people. We're not quite at capacity yet. We're going to ramp up next February, March to full capacity on here. But at the moment, we're feeding about 900 people a day, and that'll go up to nearly 1,100 when we're at full capacity.
How many people are in your food services?
No.
Don't know. I think like 30. Do you know, Dr. Clark? Like 30 or 40 people on food services. So I mean, you'll see as we walk around, it's a floating village, not just a hospital. You got the maritime, you've got but we'll take you down there.
I've got 80
All right.
in
Yeah.
80 are direct professional seafarers.
All right.
And so, two last questions, and then I'll let you go. What's your gross tonnage?
Well, 27,000. 27,000 tons. Yeah.
And your biggest mega yacht, what's your tonnage?
I mean, we're at 50 to 1,800. 1,800 would be big for us.
Yeah.
And so what's your length overall?
175 meters.
570 feet. Yeah.
Okay. Go enjoy your Sunday and thank you so much.
Pleasure.
Thank you for your good
Sunday as
deeds.
well.
Hey,
God
what's
bless you.
Irish and only comes out in the summertime?
What's Irish and only comes out in the summertime? But the rain is there all the time. That's all I can say.
No, that'd be patio furniture.
Yeah. I haven't heard that one before. That's a new
Nice.
one.
Okay, he's gonna keep that one for the next tour. Absolutely. All right. While we walk down, I'm gonna introduce you to Dr. Clark.
Hi, how are
Hello,
you?
doctor.
Hey, how are you doing?
So
Good. Thank you for
Doc-
taking the time.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah. So let's cruise down, and he can ask questions along the way.
Yeah.
Come with me. So I think we're gonna go down to the International Lounge Room where we hold all of our meetings.
Yeah.
And then what we'll do is we'll walk you into the dining room and see what we're doing there. So Andrew, tell me about the type of people that come on board. How many people here are long-term and short-term? Because you're definitely long-term. How long have you worked with Mercy Ships?
So I've been with Mercy Ships for 33 years as a crew. And before that, for about 7-8 years as a donor. So almost 43 years associated with Mercy Ships.
But that's unusual. What's the
Yeah.
normal amount of time that people usually come?
So most people come for at least a 2-year commitment because we feel that that if you just come, if you're coming long term, just coming for a few months really doesn't give you that sort of experience of getting to know ship and the community and all of that kind of stuff. But the majority of people that we have are short termers. But we need a really good group of long termers to sorry, I just realized we're going to have to start out here.
I know.
Yeah.
I just let you know, I'm just going to pop in for a second.
Yeah.
We run meetings here where we have music groups and different things that are happening. I think there's a group in here that's practicing.
Yeah.
So we're just going to pop in so I can show you the room quick. This is the main area where we meet. So this is our
Wow.
internet.
That's fantastic. That is huge.
Yeah. Yeah, so we have the ability to run big events. Most of it is for our crew. We meet the crew. This is our tech team. So we will have what we call an all hands meeting where everyone on the ship must come every Monday morning. And that's where we're talking about the main things that are happening. They need to know what's going on for the week, what are the plans, concerns. And then we also have different meetings throughout the week where people can come and just be encouraged. Sometimes we did a concert the other day. We try to do things that people volunteer their time. What can we do that's going to help them have a great time while they're, sacrificing and being away from their families to come and serve? So we try to find that balance. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera around now because I'm gonna show you, this is our dining room. This is where, how many people, did you say 900 people?
The capacity for the dining room is 640.
Okay, 640 can eat at any one time.
Actually, 660.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll turn it around. Okay, so this is our dining room. And the dining room works, it's amazing what they do and they pull off, because they've got a food line, there's coffee, there's drinks, there's different, it's basically like a small restaurant, and the food here is phenomenal. They really do a great job. I've never had a meal that wasn't great. What are we having today? Today we're having, what are we eating today? Yeah, what kind of food? Nice. Now, is this spinach? Is that local? It's normal. Yeah. Nice. And then they have a
It-
salad bar. I mean, this is, and people grab it, and then this is a place where they can make sandwiches and things and toast in the in between time. So that's the place we eat.
Very cool. And Bryce, how long were you a captain?
I've never been a captain. The funny thing about me is I'm not medical, I'm not maritime, and I'm not even charity. I studied marketing, communication, and fine arts.
Excellent.
I'm homegrown. I grew up in the organization. Was first 10 years was marketing communications. Then I was the CEO of one of our national offices in Switzerland. And then I moved up to executive leadership, trying to coordinate and keep everybody heading in the right direction.
Excellent.
So now I'm taking you, the next floor up is like the, how do you explain this, Andrew? This is like the nerve center where everybody comes about.
Yeah,
And-
so all the executive offices are up here, and so you have all of that.
Yeah.
And then over here, sort of crew services. So this is the bank, because we need to have a full bank while we're on board. So it's cashless. We use barcodes to pay for just things in the ship shop. So this is the ship shop over here. I'm sorry you can't see that. It's a
Yeah.
really nice shop, and where you can buy just sort of general goods, because
Yeah,
sometimes
that's
it's
not
quite
too
difficult.
And this is the hair.
Hair salon.
Okay. Yep.
You've got to have the ability to be able to have your hair done, and then we have to have a mail room. So
Yeah.
we send mail over. So most of the mail for the crew goes to two places, one to Holland, and then the other one to Texas. And so then we send mail down here, and that has to be distributed.
Yeah.
And then over
What's
here,
down here?
over here is a cafe.
Okay.
So we have a nice cafe area, and that's really good for the crew, just to kind of like hang out.
And it's really cool here because we have people like Dr. Mark Schreim, who's one of our surgeons.
And Alexi was a surgeon too.
And yes, exactly. You just might bump in, and of course, we have Canadians here who also speak French.
What's that?
This is one of our partners from our yachting industry. He was on the table that sponsored the most surgeries.
Yes, thank you for doing that. Thank you very much.
No, thank you for
Yeah.
what you guys are doing.
Honestly, we couldn't do it without you all doing what you're doing.
Well,
Appreciate it.
I mean, the gift you're giving to so many people is really quite remarkable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. Thank you, guys. It's cool too, because I found that some people come here, and like some of the nurses and others, when they work in hospitals back home, they said there's a real hierarchy where the surgeons don't talk and don't mingle with the nurses and the anesthesia people. And here they all just hang out together. You meet a surgeon in the hallway and he's like normal guy, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
So tell me what this place
So
is.
this is a cafe. It's just like your regular sort of Starbucks cafe, or that kind of cafe. We actually do charge for coffee. It's the very expensive price of 50 cents a cup of coffee.
50 cents, double caramel macchiato, 50 cents.
Yeah. It's
I'm
50
on my
cents,
way.
Whatever you have. Yeah.
So we're going to take you out on the back deck. This goes out. There's a lot of spaces on the ship which are outdoor spaces. People love to be outdoors, even though it's quite hot and steamy here. But um, there's a lot picking up all of our scuba gear because we have a whole team that has to actually dive down into the water to clean out the vents because the port here is nasty. Yeah, I mean, you can't even, the visibility, sometimes they can't see 2 or 3 feet in front of them. They've got to go down and clean out the vents from all the plastic bags and garbage that gets stuck in there. Otherwise, you can't get the intakes. So the divers here, it's not necessarily the funnest job. So we'll go up one floor and I'll kind of give you a view of Freetown. So let's go up one more here. So this is people will come and they'll hang out, they'll eat outside. There is a place up on the top where there's a place for the kids, as well as there's a small swimming pool. Andrew, tell us about, there's kids on the ship. Why are there kids on the ship?
Yeah, some of the leaders that we have in particular, you know, we didn't have a school and the ability to have families, we wouldn't be able to have top-notch people. So, you know, most of the families, one of the parents is a leader, and they come long-term. All families have to stay long-term. No one less than 2 years. And to
get a family cabin.
To get a family cabin.
Yeah.
And then one of the spouses takes a very senior role. The other thing is that kids just add a whole dimension to ship life. And, you know, it's just Christmas is not the same without kids and all that kind of stuff. And so that makes a huge difference. And then the moms, they're also contributing to the work as well because they do part-time work with us.
So it truly is a village. So we have a school on board that's accredited internationally. So the kids get their educations from kindergarten up through 12th grade. We also we send containers. We used to come back and would stock up in Europe for a couple months and head back down. We found it's much better to get MSC to send us containers for free. So we have a container a month, for one from Rotterdam in Europe and one from the US, that come down, one to each ship. And then we can send all the supplies, medical supplies, food, things that we need so we can stay in country as long as we want. It's interesting too, because this here is our walking running track. You can imagine that when you're out in the steamy village of Freetown, bustling with people, sometimes you have to be able to find a place to get exercise. Well, this is long promenade that people will run back and forth to get exercise on the ship.
And we have a gym downstairs as well.
And there's a gym downstairs.
Yeah.
All right, let's head down to the hospital.
Yeah.
Let's go down to the next floor and across through the computer.
Well, you can just say as well that, you know, as far as exercise goes, we've got a half court up here, basketball, and kind of soccer and all that kind of stuff. And then on the other side, place for kids to play. And then a deck just for people to relax on, swimming pool. We want to provide opportunities for crew to relax on board as well.
All right, so we're gonna head. I need to go down because I don't want to miss our doctor. He's waiting for us down at the hospital. Let me just switch around here. Now, it was really hard because I'm thinking this ship is so huge. How do we show you everything we're doing in 30 minutes? So we are already 2 minutes over. Do you have a few more minutes?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, we're gonna go down to Charlie and then go down to deck 3. So they have 4 different stairways, and they've called them Alpha, Alpha Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, and Echo. So you know where you're going. People will tell you, "Oh, meet me at the Charlie deck." Oh, this is also the galley for the crew. So even though they can get food all the time on board, some people like to cook their own stuff. And so we make it possible with a crew galley for people to be able to actually, if they want sometimes to cook something that's not on the menu, they can do it. Yeah. So we're on deck 9. We're going to go all the way down. The hospital is on deck 3 and 4 down in the bottom. So there's one deck for the wards and the one deck for the actual operating theaters. We'll go to the operating theaters. Kevin, any other questions you have?
No, you're doing an excellent job.
Wonderful. 4, 3. Steve, hospital director. We've got a hospital director and head of surgery. Normally, we won't go to the wards because we've got some of our patients in the wards actually, we give them the option to say, do you want to be filmed or not? It's like a lot of hospitals, there's patient confidentiality. And since right now we've got a whole mix of them, I'll send you some photos of the ones who can to be photoed, but we're just going to come down into this is the door that goes into the operating theater. So hopefully we will have our doctor will be right on the other side. Look, and there he is.
Hi, good evening, good afternoon, or good morning, wherever you are.
Good afternoon. Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. I'm Steve. I'm the hospital director here aboard the Global Mercy.
So tell us what we do on this ship.
Oh, we take care of the poor and unfortunate here in Sierra Leone. Those that are in need that can't afford surgical care of any kind. We partner alongside our country here in Sierra Leone. We come to act as adjuncts to their medical system. And so we're here to be a force multiplier for the country and provide free surgery to the people here in Sierra Leone.
And what about doctors and their local healthcare system? Do we do anything that we leave behind?
We do. So part of what we do here is not just to take care of the sick and the poor and the needy, but we also have an education, training, and advocacy program. And so part of the idea here is to train doctors and nurses and biomed techs and partner up with local hospitals to strengthen their healthcare. So when we leave these shores eventually, we can leave a legacy behind that can help provide and strengthen the healthcare system.
Beautiful. You've got 10 minutes to show us your hospital. You probably can't show it all. One or two things. What do you want to show us?
I'll tell you what, we're going to show you our laboratory. I'm going to show you our x-ray department. We're going to show you our crew clinic.
Show me.
We're going to start this way.
All right.
Hi, how are you today? Okay, we're going to stop here first.
Okay.
And show you our laboratory. One thing I want you to notice, Kevin, is that everything that we have here aboard ship is state of the art, and this includes our laboratory. We have everything that any other hospital in the West, in America, and in Europe have, and we can test for just about everything. One of the things we're also proud of is that we have, because we're on a ship, we have limited space, is what do we do with the blood bank? You always hear, go give blood, go do this, go get blood. Well, back home, we have blood banks that can store blood for a very long time. We don't have that luxury here.
So what do you do? If let's say a patient comes on board and it needs blood, you got to do something. What are you going to do?
Well, we have to give them blood, so we go to our blood bank, which is our walking crew. We have a living, breathing blood bank. And so all the crew that comes on board, they're typing cross. We find out what kind of blood they have. And when a patient comes in that needs blood for some reason, which happens in surgery, in an emergency, we know who has it, and we can call them down and say, hey, you have O positive blood or you have AB negative blood. Come on down. We take the blood right from the arm, and we take it while it's still warm, and we go give it right to the patient in surgery. So our crew is our blood bank. It's amazing.
We are pretty wicked. I mean, we tell people to volunteer their time, to pay their own way, and we even take their blood.
Blood, sweat, and tears. That's what we do here.
My fear would be if somebody lost an arm or a leg, that what do you do then? You take another crew member.
Yeah, we haven't had to do that yet.
Well, we'll call Bryce when that happens. All right, come on. We have an entire department here. So not only do we take care of patients, we also have crew here. I mean, what do we have aboard? 800, 900 crew members that come through at a time? 400 and some on, I think, right now.
Yeah, 400. Yeah, but during the course of 10 months, it's got to be 1,500 people, maybe 1,600 people.
So what do? We can't just take care of patients, we also take care of our crew. So we have a full crew clinic that we allow our staff to come through, and it's just full. It's a full clinic. I'll just show you part of it because of time, but this is the reception area. We have doctors here dedicated and 2 nurses dedicated for our crew. And so we try to keep them healthy because without a good, healthy crew, we can't take care of the patients here.
And you also have a dental.
We have a dental. We have an entire dental outfit. Do you want to see that real quick? It's on our way.
Okay, just a real quick question. Let's say, for example, I'm coming to the ship. I get on a plane, and normally this is for a crew that are long term. But what happens if I eat a peanut and I break a tooth?
You break a tooth.
I'm screwed. What do I do?
No, you're not screwed because we have a beautiful dentist here, dental techs, hygienists. We have a full-fledged working dental department, like something that happened to a good friend of ours. He's like, I broke a tooth. What do we need to do? I said, come on down. Let's go get you fixed up.
You fixed my tooth yesterday.
They-
Is that what
yeah,
you
we
come on down?
Nice.
And so
Nice.
it's very important. We take care of the people who are here to take care of this fine nation.
That's good.
All right.
This is our simulation room. So we talked about ETA. We talked about training. We want to bring in people. So we have a state-of-the-art training and simulation lab here. And these are actual mannequins that actually can hook up to a computer. They actually breathe. They actually have blood pressures. They actually have different things we can program to computers to simulate different things that we want to teach our doctors and nurses that come through here in lab techs.
Yeah. And these guys are really interactive, like AI stuff. I mean, not to talk to me. How are you doing today? No,
I don't think she's going to make it.
No, I don't think she's going to make it. No, it's incredible. I love the fact that we're helping those that are outside the gap that need the help, but we're also making sure when we sail away, we're leaving the system in a better state. That's a big part of what we do. Yeah. How about the scanner? Have you seen
The scanner, we're going to run up to the radiology. We're passing off whatever we need. We have a full stocked pharmacy, and right currently we have 3 pharmacists on board that take care of all our needs here.
Nice.
Coming up through. I'm gonna kind of guide you. I don't want you to fall.
3
I'm gonna-
pharmacists.
3 pharmacists.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. Hi. What's your name?
Laura,
Laura, where are you from?
Australia.
What do you do?
I'm a wardness.
A ward nurse?
Yeah.
All over the world. Thank you, Laura.
No worries.
I think currently we have approximately 45, 50 nationalities on board.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about multicultural. It's a leadership's dream to try to, well, I call it a dream. Sometimes it's challenging to lead a multicultural, multinational group of people here.
Okay, now we can all pretend like everybody's all happy and hunky dory, but sometimes people have it's a challenge to deal with poverty, to deal with different cultures.
Yeah.
What do you do if someone's having a real challenge of just adapting to life? You probably need a group of people, doctors that can maybe help.
Hello. You're looking at one.
That's his main job.
Yeah.
Problem solving. People thought, oh my God, somebody stole my coffee in the food line, and they don't understand because the Dutch said, hey, it's just what I do. And the Chinese said, you need to ask me 3 times. So it's not easy to deal with the different cultures.
Yeah.
And so it's huge. How many on your team?
Yeah, so we have 5 chaplains on board usually. And so my background is a physician. I was a crew physician on our ships for a number of years, and then found my way into organizational health, and then eventually into chaplaincy. So we try to take care of people, from the holistic aspect. And I think that's really important.
Okay, radiology. Show me.
Radiology. Again, when we talk about state of the art, we bring first world technology to this third world country aboard ship. There's 2 pieces of tech I want to show you. You'll let me into this place. First one is, you can see this is a standard x-ray. If you've ever had x-rays done, this is what it is. This particular machine here is called a long leg x-ray machine. And this is state of the art. Sometimes I don't think I've even seen this in the States. It's very rare to see this. But these kids that come in who have bowed legs or not knees, traditionally you have to take different slices of the legs going down and stitch all the x-rays together. They can be off. It's very difficult to read. With this long leg machine, we can get 1 x-ray from the entire lower body.
Wow.
It's a lot more accurate. It allows our radiologists who are actually in Canada, we'll send all our we'll digitize everything, send all the x-rays over to Canada. They do all the reads for us, give all the diagnosis, and then it comes back here, and all our physicians will use that data to make the diagnosis. So that's this one. I got one more state-of-the-art thing to show you real quick. Very proud of this one. This
Wow.
is our machine. State-of-the-art Philips in Sierra Leone right now is currently in the entire country. They have 2 CT machines. One of them now is broken, and they don't have the biomed technology really training to rebuild their machine. So this right here, being in country, really fills the need for this country. And so we're able to come in and get a very detailed picture of what's going on with this CT machine.
And as I mentioned, sometimes you can imagine for somebody who's never been to a hospital and a kid comes in here and you can say, oh, just lay down here and we're going to stuff you through that thing with these blinking lights. It can be a challenge. It can be scary. But it's also incredible, like you said, right now it's the only working CAT scan in the entire country. Incredible. Don't get sick here. Yeah.
But that's a quick overview before we go. This is our ORs are down on the 3rd floor. We're on the 4th deck right now. We have 6 operating rooms doing specialties from general orthopedic, reconstructive plastic surgeries, pediatrics, OBGYN, general surgeries. We do all these type of specialties. Through those double doors where that young lady is going down there are our wards. We can house over 200 patients in that area. And currently there's patients down there who are recovering from surgeries that they just had.
Mm-hmm.
And behind us is a rehab facility. And so we also have our own rehab facilities here. So we have a lot of people that are hand specialists and walking specialists that come in and just rehab our patients from beginning to end. Outstanding people, brilliant doctors, brilliant nurses that come through here. I can't be more proud of them. And they come here serving without pay on their own time and just to take care of these 5 people here in Sierra Leone.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. All right. I said 30
can I
minutes.
ask
We've
one
done
question?
45. Yeah, go ahead, please.
If you could wave your wand and have 3 things, what would they be? And that's for you too, Bryce.
Okay.
And money doesn't count as one of them.
No, okay. I got my first one. My first one is a middle level. I would want to wave my wand and to be able to find a whole lot, many more doctors like Dr. Wodeme. Dr. Wodeme is an eye surgeon who's working on board the ship now. We trained him in eye surgery. He was able to exponentially grow the number of surgeries he could do. He went back to Togo. He opened up his own practice. We provided him with equipment, helped get him funding with his own clinic, and he's created a system to not only help thousands of people that have cataracts, but he's worked into his own system that he is training other surgeons to go out and do the same thing and training them to create businesses where the poor can get access. My magic wand, I want another 100 guys like Wodeme that come through. And my second magic wand, I would like to go bankrupt. I would love it that we are not needed in Africa and we have to move to someplace else in the world because we've been able to help them build their healthcare systems to the point that they can take care of their poorest populations. That's
so the magic wand that would be the best that we need right now is a electronic medical record system, an EMR system, which will digitize the way that we run the hospital. We still run things with pencil and pen here. And so an EMR system would greatly elevate this hospital on so many different levels. It would take a lot of pressure off the staff and just make us a lot more efficient so we could actually do more with less and see a lot more patients. So an EMR system would be the number one.
That's one. You got 2 more magic wands.
I got 2. More staff would definitely be high on the list.
What are the main positions we're missing?
Oh, we always need more nurses, more physicians. We need some more pharmacists, believe it or not. Even with 3, we still need more. So it's just all the above right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I have to say, I think you guys run an amazingly tight, efficient organization. But how do you get your nurses? Do you guys have an internship program for nursing schools? How do you get them?
That's a great question. We've been very cautious through the years that we do not let interns come and work on the ship. You have to have experience. A couple of reasons for that. One, we don't want to train Westerners. We want to train Africans. Second, we don't want to give the image that we are learning on the Africans. We want to give the very best top of the end care.
Yeah.
So that makes it more challenging because then we have to get people that are that have experience, and how we're getting them. Typically in the past, it was all word of mouth and hospitals. We partnered with hospitals. We got some hospitals who said, you know what? I love what you're doing. I'm willing to give my staff an extended break. They can have their regular vacation, but we'll give them a couple more weeks to go serve with you. That's huge because then we're getting the experienced people.
Going to medical conferences, going to anywhere there's surgeons.
Hold on 1 second, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
Chris,
take it.
I'm almost done with this call. Can I call you back in 5 or 10 minutes? All right. Thanks. I'll call you right back. Bye. Sorry.
All right, Kevin, we've gone way over, but I thank you for being patient with us. I think we've got a great video to send on to the others. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to everyone else at your table, and I'm going to tell them, listen, check this out. It's 50 minutes. If you want to see what we do on board, skip through it, take a look, and if you would like me, I'll be available if any one of them want to call up. I won't do another 50 minutes, but if somebody wants to see something specific, I'll take a call and show them around because you guys did a phenomenal job at that gala, and we want to keep people motivated. Yeah.
Have you guys approached, and I'm sorry to do this because I really don't know enough about you to offer stuff like this, but have you approached Richard Branson or Virgin at all about what you're doing?
We haven't had a whole lot we've had a few top end people. The reality when you're going to the Richard Bransons, you're going to the like for example, some of the biggest ones we have partners with is MSC in the maritime. I mean, they send all our containers for free. I mean, it's public. You can find it online. They said when you do another ship, they're going to pay for half of it. I mean, we're talking $110 million. We got as well Johnson & Johnson. We've got a lot of pharmaceutical companies. We have as well. We have some really high people in Northrop and Johnson and MarineMax that are behind us now. That's huge, huge.
And on that note, I'm gonna go work this Sunday. But Bryce, I can't thank all of you and your team enough for this and bringing a tear to my eye on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for being here.
And I just want to say, he told me a little bit about what you were doing, you and your table, and I just want to say, from a hospital director and from the hospital, thank you so much for supporting us and just giving us an opportunity to get out there. So thank you so much for that.
Look, we've got the easy part. The guys who organized it, Bob Allen, who kicked me in the ass to get me there, who told me I'd never sell another boat if I didn't get MarineMax to contribute. So it was a pleasure for the small role I played. Let's put it that way.
All right.
It means a lot. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank
We'll let
you.
you drop off. Go take your call. Appreciate the time.
Thank you guys very much.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.